Boom! Greetings from YouTubeville. Good afternoon, Charlene. Thank you for jumping in the chat. Danny Savage Draft Guru coming at you with just a quick video, man. When a Sanders gets humbled, man, uh, let's just touch upon that real quick. I'm just going to quote, wait a second. By far the best beard on YouTube. I'm going to quote what one general manager said. The most arrogant interview they've ever had in over 30 years. That's how Shador came off. Dallas fan, 1997. He should have went first. Politics in the NFL. Yeah, listen, man. I said this when the Giants worked him out in a private workout, bro. They were trolling the Sanders, 1,000%, and I laughed. I laughed when people were saying, like, no, he's going to the Giants. I'm like, the Giants organization, I'm just being honest. And I've said this. And I say the truth even when I lie. The Giants organization, top to bottom, is George Mooney. Thank you for jumping in the chat. Did I like Dallas's pick? I actually seen the kid play in high school as a freshman. He's from Connecticut, played ball in Jersey, and then went to IMG in Florida. Fits a need. I'm glad. It was a little bit of a reach. Dallas wanted to trade back. It's just that no one was offering the proper compensation. So they took a need. He was actually my number 2 rated guard. But when you take a guard at number 12, you better be good. But I got no problem with the trenches, man. We could have did a lot worse. Remember, we're the Dallas Cowboys. We haven't won nothing in 30 years. Charlene, I believe teams are considering the fact if they draft him, they don't want an interference with Deion. You think so? Listen, getting back to Sanders, man. Listen, this is Swifty 2.0. I've said this from day one. Like I said, the Giants were trolling him, 100%. If the Giants would draft him, Deion would get a ticket. Not no booth, not no owner's booth. He would get a ticket in the top row on the windy section. That's the Giant organization, top to bottom. Also, too, let's just be honest. What head coach wants this pick? What GM wants this pick? There's only one team that's toxic enough to want Sanders, and I hope they don't do it. Listen, the kid, he's a good kid, man. He never had a good offensive line behind him, but did people question his arm strength? And then last night during the pre-draft process, this big elaborate thing, and I get it, man. It's something, you want to, reminisce on it. You know what I'm trying to say? But when he has his brother standing next to him, Shiloh, and Shiloh saying, oh, the Jags gave up way too much for Travis Hunter. But let's be honest. The same person who owns the Jacksonville Jaguars is the same person that owns AEW. It's just a billionaire who throws his money away and knows absolutely nothing. Tony Khan. His father has a different name, but they're just billionaire oil men. Well, I think they're like princes in their country. They're royalty, though, man. But long story short, I could see a lot of teams not wanting, because if you're a head coach and you draft Shador, every decision you make, the press, the fans, they're going to be chanting for Prime. Every touchdown Shador throws, every interception Shador throws is, like I said, this is Swifty 2.0. Instead of seeing Swifty upstairs, the camera's going to go to Prime. So, like I said, then his brother is standing next to him, Shiloh, last night, and he's saying, they better not make me wait. My friend, you're not getting drafted. If you do get drafted, it's going to be round 7. You have a 25-year-old, let's get that straight. You have a 25-year-old, 5'10", undersized safety with off the field issues. You have a more than willing tackler. You got heart, kid. I've said that a million times. Your weakness is pass coverage. You know, like this is, and I'll say this again, you should not coach your kids. What's going to happen when his father is not there? No, there's going to be no taking him out of the game because you're losing. No playing his rap videos during halftimes or TV commercials. Listen, I don't know. I've also heard he might fall out of round 2. Dallas, yeah. I could listen, man. A lot of reaches last night, but I thought Booker was a good pick. Yeah, Shadid Khan and his son Tony. Yeah. They listen, Travis Hunter is a freak, man. He's perfect for a team that's one player away. Are the Jacksonville Jaguars one player away? Absolutely not. And they gave up a first-round pick in next year's draft to move up for him. We all know that's going to be a top 10 pick. If you really wanted to help that team out, listen, Trevor Lawrence, when he was at Clemson, he had all super tall wide receivers. You should have got Jacksonville, should have got a tall wide receiver. But what is Hunter? If anyone thinks Travis Hunter is going to go both ways and that Florida Heat down there, no. Listen, you could have put Travis Hunter in Buffalo. He's not going both ways, man. If he does, it's career suicide, man. You know? But how bright is he? Yo, he's still with the girl. He's still with the stripper. There's a saying, you the stripper, you don't marry her. But he's on a quick path to. Sure, he's a really nice kid. He's an athlete that comes around once every 100 years. But Iowa State receiver Jaden Higgins, your thoughts? Because Purdy to John Lynch to go get him. Here's my opinion, man. I am not a fan. And I know I'm not a fan of Big 12 wide receivers. And listen, for every Dez, for every Lamb, for every Amon St. Brown, for every Hopkins, there's 100 busts that come out of the Big 12 every single year. They don't play defense in the Big 12. They don't. Don't take my Duval in the house. Yeah, I mean, that's Jacksonville. It was worth it. Listen, if you think you're one player away, yo, God bless you, man. But Travis Hunter's a freak, man. But what is he? Is he a wide receiver or is he a corner? He ain't going both ways. But the cons are like, it's all about money. So they got, listen, it is what it is. I just think they gave a lot up to move up to get him. I think we take running back. Listen, to be honest with you, go get your guy if you have him on your board. Yes, I get that. You're 100% right. But now, when you have to give up this year's picks plus next year's capital, Travis Hunter is Ashton Gentry 2.0. That's a luxury. That's a luxury to have. That's perfect for a team that's one player away to put you over the hump. Does anyone think Austin Gentry's magically going to rush for 2,000 yards? Like it all, like I said, and it hurts a lot of these kids, but always every year you see the best athletes going to the worst teams also. So you don't think that plays into consideration also too? Go and get your guy if he's high on your board. Yo, listen, I guarantee you right now in Florida, there's a million Jaguar fans going out and buying his jersey. So it's cha-ching. It's all about money, man. But like I said, I can see Shador falling out of round 2 even because no coach, no GM wants that around. There's only one team, man. Like I said, man, having his brother next to him saying they better not let me fall. My friend, I see you're my 21st ranked safety, man. My 21st ranked safety. Who am I? I'm nobody. We can judge this draft in 3 years, 4 years, but you're still my 21st ranked safety, my friend. You got heart, you don't got height. A team's going to get one contract out of you, if that, and you have off the field issues. Pros, like I said, you're a willing tackler. You're just lacking in height for the NFL. You're a round 7 pick at best. Shador, I don't know. I hope you. I mean, I'm like I said, maybe Pittsburgh takes him round 2. Good. I mean, good value. He's going to sell jerseys. He's going to make he's going to make your organization a lot of money. And we all know a lot of NFL organizations, they don't care about winning. They only care about money. I just hope my team doesn't take them. We are not drafting in the top 10. PC76, are you a Jaguars fan or no? What okay, but where do you play him? Me personally, I think he's a better wide receiver than corner. But you can't let him go both ways, man. You can't. You just can't. George, I keep hearing that the Cowboys are good with their wideouts. Do they really believe in Mingo or Tolbert that much? Listen, man, the Cowboys are delusional. Just go back and watch last night's War Room. Yo, Schottenheimer was sitting there like the coach and the water boy. He was like, Schottenheimer was sitting in the closet last night. He had 0.0. The Joneses and Charlotte, they all huddled up and made that pick. Schottenheimer is just a puppet, man. No, listen, if you're a legitimate head coach, you don't even want to go to Dallas. It's team toxic, man. Just a toxic organization, man. Been a fan for 4 years now. Yes. I mean, okay, good for you. I mean, that's nice. Jaguars, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I would say play him at wide receiver if I'm the Jaguars. They got to help out their generational quarterback. So, listen, I don't want this video to ramble. I don't want to go too long. Plenty of talent left tonight and even tomorrow. Million running backs on the board tonight, million defensive tackles. Plenty. You're going to see a lot of edges and running backs go tonight. And then tomorrow, boom, it'll be a little bit of everything. The game of football, PC76, the game of football was so much more enjoyable. It's so much more enjoyable, better to watch. Yeah, I guess. It all depends, what team you're a fan of, But I agree with you. I love football. But like I said, man, I think the draft starts at 7 p.m. Eastern time. It all depends what time zone you're in. Appreciation, all you're doing. Hey, I'm just out here, little guy, talking about the draft. But, hopefully he goes round 2, but see what organization just wants to deal with that. And what GM wants to deal with that. And it's a tough sell. It is. But, I mean, I don't know. He's a good kid, but Wish nothing for the best for him, man. But like anyone's son, wish nothing but the best. Because we all know when you're rocking with the GWO, I'll be on later on tonight. Peace.